and welcome back to the Forever world, where there have been some changes because this is the second attempt at a episode because I recorded a whole episode and a half only to find out that the audio of my mic was too loud and was like really distorted and stuff, and even by lowering the volume I wasn't really comfortable in uploading it. So there have been some changes. We now have, of course now's the time it's going to get dark. We're just going to go through this, I think. We now have the Town Hall, which is the first building here at spawn, and honestly probably doesn't really look it. It looks more like a shop, but I decided to add some seating areas, like a little desk in case you need to pay for insurance or something. And then up here is just this kind of large scale table for I guess board meetings of such, which is pretty cool. I haven't done the interior to any other building as of yet. Obviously I do have an idea for some of them to be more not decorated by me but actually decorated by people close to me. So this one I think I will maybe decorate now. I think this probably is going to be my spawn home, which I do have a cool idea in mind for that, but that'll probably be its own episode. And then before I show everything else off, we'll probably then also have this one decorated but by my roommates. All the market stalls have now been updated to no longer be Christmassy. This took a lot longer than I will care to admit because I needed ink sacks for both types of wool, obviously black for black dye and then alongside bone meal for grey, which honestly getting the actual ink sacks didn't take as much of a was not as English. The ink sacks wasn't as much of a pain as getting bone meal because I don't have any skeleton farm or anything, so it all came from the sweet berries at the farming area. And this, it looks probably duller, but I'm not fully convinced. But to be honest, I was gonna try black and red, but the red was way too vibrant. So unless I change the texture to make it darker, burgundy, or dragon's blood, let me just kind of show you this kind of dark red on my skin. Then other than that, it kind of just has to stay this way, I think. And then obviously the Christmas tree is gone, replaced by this fountain, which I would actually like to get what's it called? Some glowstone or shroom lights to light this up because I don't really like the torches. But we do have a nether portal now, so we may head into the nether. I haven't quite decided just yet, but I am going to head back to Lakeside Park. I'm going to be honest, I do not know off the top of my head whether I was calling it Riverside Park the whole day, or for the whole episode. It is obviously meant to be Lakeside Park because of the lake, but I had to change all the signs because I remembered oh, I wrote it as Riverside Park for some reason. So that is something I have to bear in mind in the future, is to be a bit more careful. Ironically, Mario Kart had 2 tracks with a similar name in Super Circuit, and that's where my confusion came from. I will actually show you the nether portal real quick. I didn't want it to kind of be in the way somewhere, so I opted to pop it in this little cave thing here, which is pretty cool actually because it's this giant overhang, or it's I don't know how to describe it. It's just this small little tunnel that loops back on itself, so I can hide the nether portal for the world in an area that isn't really going to be all that noticeable. Although I will actually, whilst I'm here, pop a torch, and maybe we'll pop another one there as well, and one there. So it'll kind of give it away a little, but it's no big deal. And I don't know if I've shown this view off yet, but this is a pretty cool view. I want to do something in this mountain, I think. I'm not quite sure just yet though what it will be. Today though, I think I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of rushing because I'm going away tomorrow. I'm going on holiday with my roommates for one of their birthdays. So in order to it's the day before this is meant to go up, So it's meant to go up on the 16th, obviously, which is like a Monday, which is like what we're doing now. I don't know if this will, just be completely honest with you. Because I've got work in an hour, and then I've got to like obviously when I get back I've got to like sort my set out and then also edit this, which will be a pain. So this may not come out on time. It may be a week delayed, but that is actually okay by me because I was planning on skipping the world for a week in the first place. But what I think we're gonna do, I have no diamonds left. I do have a few like diamond tools made, which we are gonna have to like obviously use. So that's like where my diamonds have gone to at the moment. But like this is my last diamond axe. Obviously these tools are about to get pretty worn out. So I think what we're gonna do is do a little mining trip inside Lakeside Mine, just to kind of go over a few things, I guess, but mainly also the diamonds. Because we could do with the diamonds, but also I feel like I don't know, we have a lot more like real talk in this series, but obviously it's not like anything like crazy. I also need to dump a few things. That's from a witch, actually. I was gonna say I have been in the nether just to see what the spawn was like, but I haven't actually mined anything. I got confused then. There was from a witch actually on the way going to the nether portal, which is pretty cool. We'll pop everything away real quick as well. Don't really care for keeping the sticks on me. And then we'll get them like that. I think the next like major project is going to be spawn, but I haven't got any resources or anything, so I would have started working, but to be honest, I don't really have any resources. And also, given how low we're getting on like diamond tools and diamonds in general, I think it would probably be better for us to do some mining. First off, so we're gonna do some diamond mining. I think. I don't think we need to get any iron. I think we've got plenty of that. The main reason for doing that now is pretty much stone, at least for the time being. Our mine actually goes quite far now because I have done a little bit more mining since the last time. We have, yeah, this is about where it starts. So we'll do this tunnel. I have kind of gone back to the original like strip mining setup. Oh, gold already. Okay. I will actually take some gold because I feel like gold is kind of rare. Saying that, I think ores in general are rare. At least in this world so far, we have not been kindly trapped by the gods in terms of the mining. The mining gods have not treated us well, but hopefully that will change today. I feel like we actually haven't really done a mining episode, and that was kind of one thing that I was considering doing as like a mini series on the channel. Was like a mining kind of like, I don't know, what's the term? It's not a sequel, spin-off. There we go. We're doing like a spin-off where we just kind of mine and yap, kind of like a podcast. It may still happen, but I don't honestly remember the last time we did mining on the series. It might have been when we first made strip mining, like episode 2. I think every other bit has been like off camera or during the live stream. So it will be nice to hopefully get some diamonds from this, but we shall see. I don't know how many strip mines we'll actually get today, but we just need diamonds. That's the thing. We have one left, which is the first diamond we got in the series, which I've saved because I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think we are gonna do a museum. I've done a museum before, but I wasn't really happy with it. And so I think we could, like, in a long-term world like this, especially one that's going to be my last survival world, it would be nice to sort of use this as an opportunity to try and perfect the museum that I've had in mind since like COVID. So it would be nice to actually finish that off. But I have been looking at obviously there's a lot going off in the Minecraft community right now with the Legacy console source leak. Obviously Minecraft Live is this Saturday, I think. If this goes live out on time, I'm pretty sure it's this Saturday. It's either this Saturday or this Sunday. I know it's the weekend. Which I may do a video on next week, just giving my kind of like thoughts on things, because I'm not particularly happy with the way that the everything's going with the updates and stuff. Which is why you probably I think I mentioned before, this is actually 1.20. Let's have a look actually. 1.20.1 is what this is on. Which is sad. I would love to update, and it's something I'm considering, do we have to change the concept of the series a little? Because obviously all the legacy console mods out there, they're all updated to modern versions, but the one that isn't is nostalgic tweaks, and that is what is holding me back. It goes up to, I think, is that too close? Oh, that's good. It goes up to 1.20, 1.1, and I just didn't think there was really any point of upgrading to that when the features I would be using aren't even in it. So, I want happy guests. That's the main thing I want. So it would be nice to finally get that. Because I haven't tried any of the new stuff in forever. So it would be nice to finally get all that stuff, but it would mean having to change the concept, because that's how everything is kind of old school. I have seen so the creators of Reconsole have a few other mods, mod packs. One of them is more a faithful recreation of Legacy Console Edition with actually this is as far as we're going with this. Because Reconsole's kind of an extended version where it kind of adds things that like quality of life stuff that wouldn't be in Legacy Console originally. So there's a more faithful version in a way. There's I think one that's based on Title Update 9, but if it came out in the 2000s, which more than likely probably has Herobrine in, which I do not want to be dealing with, if I'm completely honest. And then there's actually one that's a recreation of TU1 and 3, which I did not know existed when I started this. All I did really there was get Reconsole and add into it with nostalgic tweaks. But if that is fully up to date, which I think it is, and it works the way that I think it does, then we could be in for using that as a continuation. The only problem is does it restrict features, which is what my assumption would be. I know this is something they can't change, but I imagine a lot of the features that we have right now would be gone. Diamonds, there we go, the first diamonds. I don't know if we've ever had any on camera before, actually. Finally that we get some. Getting a decent amount of gold as well. I was literally saying we don't get much gold, and then lo and behold we do. But that's a set of diamonds. That's 4, I think it was, right? No, 5. Nice. I will take 5 diamonds to the bank. I would ideally like to get a decent amount, but obviously when things in if the concept changes, then that then becomes more of a okay, what do we do going forward? We'll have enchanting and whatnot, which is where obviously we'll find ourselves probably getting villagers, because that's another thing. they made changes in one of the most recent snapshots to the villager rebalance, which most people seem to think is going to result in a villager overhaul, like, being implemented. And obviously we'll know in like a week's time from the time of recording, but well, I used to think we will anyway. But I just don't know. And if it does happen, like, I want to get ahead of the curve. I don't want to. I don't like the changes. Like, if I don't like, I like it in concept, like conceptually, but I don't like how you have to like get swamp villagers and jungle villagers. Like, it just seems like it's a bit unnecessary. Especially, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 8, 9. 10. Yeah, it just feels a bit unnecessary and a bit too much, given like most people don't even know like there's different types of villagers depending on biome and whatnot. So I don't quite like it as a concept, if I'm honest. But that is just me. I've never been a fan of I guess game breaking or like game changing stuff like that. Like I never got to experience like the raid farms, but if that is something that like I can add in as a data pack or a mod, I would love to. But if we do change concepts, like, I don't know when it will be. I would probably want to like do something to make it blend in. Because like one thing I've been considering, obviously, like now that I've like obviously we have Lakeside Park named, I would do want to give a name to Spawn. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but like I do want to name it at least something and have like, I guess the kind of idea is like to have this feel like a world rather than just like a Minecraft world, like as if like you could actually like live here and like, you know, there's like different areas to go to and stuff that's all got different names and whatnot. Yeah, what I do like want to do is that, and I think maybe adding lore would be a good place to go. Maybe roleplay. I don't know yet. I'm considering kind of an Empires approach, but like, what do I do? Like the typical like full-on roleplay, or like the whole like Smallish Beans one where it's like, oh my god, look, lore's happening, you know, not really caring much. I don't know quite yet, because obviously the original intention was that like I'd probably be sticking with the TU1 to TU3 theme, but I don't know. I feel like as the series has gone on, like my thoughts have changed on that a little, and it's, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I've played like a beta style Minecraft in some form for like 2 years now, maybe even more. It might be 2.5 coming up, because my beta world was a 1.5 years old, I believe, when I wrapped it up. So it is like possible that it's around that ballpark. But I just think that it would be nice to try some of the new features, but like I want to include them in the world. I'm also worried about like going the complete opposite. Like I've got to be careful because I don't want to like kill my motivation for the series. And then like, what happens if I like get rid of like the beta terrain gen, which I think is part of Reconsole right now, but I don't know if it's a part of any of the other mods. Because like, will that break everything, and will we get like, do we risking like guardians in like normal like if, what if our lake at Lakeside Park now spawns guardians because of that? Like, I don't really want that, and that is what I would be like most worried about, just being honest, because I've had that before. I updated from the first version of PS4 to the last as a part of like an evolution series a couple of years back, and the exact same thing happened, like right next to a mushroom island. Guardians started spawning because all the oceans had changed in that time, and that resulted in like what would have been a monument there, like the boundary box. like was implemented. So like there was guardian spawning where there never was a monument, which was really weird. I just don't have to deal with stuff like that, like unless it's a simple fix. Like an anti-guardian spawning or something, then that could work, but it's difficult because like we are kind of locked into a awkward concept now because the world has been made the way it has, and it'll be hard to like find the right balance. So maybe it's something I have to do testing on and just like see what happens, I guess. I'm not fully sure at the moment, but it's something we'll have to think about. Like it's something that's only just recently coming to mind. I definitely have lore ideas in mind, of which I am like planning on, but I don't know if that's just going to be like build projects or whatnot. So we shall see on that regard. At least we have diamonds so far. Like that's 5 diamonds is better than nothing. If we come away with just 5 from this episode, I will be perfectly happy. If I'm honest, because I feel like this is just a chill episode. The problem I find is like we've had a lot of these episodes, especially recently, where we have just been kind of chill and just pottering around at some smaller tasks that really probably should be off camera. So I don't know, maybe we have like a special coming up soon where we just tackle some more like way bigger things. It would be nice because like replay mod don't work with this mod pack. I want to say it clashes with Legacy. For all I know, it could be nostalgic tweaks, but I doubt it. But it would be nice to get like that. I know there's another one that I can't remember off the top of my head, and it's gonna bother me that I don't. But yeah, I know there is another mod that is out there, so if that can work, then like honestly time lapses can come back to the channel, which I'm itching for time lapses to be back, if I'm honest. Time lapses are so fun to make. I'm also really satisfying to watch. But I don't want to do it in like first person. Oh, more diamonds. Diamonds, baby. Ooh, at least got 6 here, I believe. No, just 5. Looked like it was going to be 2 veins, but it's not. Any more sneaking in the corner? Nope. No more lurking in the corner. That is perfectly fine. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. So 8, 9, 10. There we go. Sorry, one man over one by accident. I don't even know if this like prevents mob spawning, but I'm not sure. I haven't even tested if it's like mob spawning from back in the day or whether it is like more modern day. I kind of hope it's more modern day, but I also like how we've got like torches everywhere. It feels very old school and very like kind of miss these days, like with it, you know, where you just have like a ton of torches everywhere, a ton of light sources everywhere, everything's like bright and vibrant. But I don't know if it'll work as well with newer textures. I haven't used the new textures in a while, obviously, because of playing this and beta. But we shall see on that regard for sure. I think after this we do one more tunnel. It's been more of a podcasty episode, actually. So far, I think I only need to like cut out one little bit. and just make sure the audio works. I think I'll still upload this if the audio is scuffed, to be honest, just to make sure that we don't do too much in the world. And I've been wanting to do a mining episode for a while. It's just finding the right time, given like we have like projects that we could do, we're working on. Because I think I'm trying to work it out. I think the next project is gonna be Spawn. and we're just going to try and pump out spawn as quickly as possible. And then start working again on the farming area. Because that concept has just completely changed. And I could probably do with going back to that, but I want to do that when it's like my sole focus. And the full concept of it, I suppose, all necessarily depends on what happens to the concept of the series. Like, will everything just become crazily automated because like we can do that more reliably with newer like advanced features and stuff? So I think probably we'll get spawned on next and then go from there. But even then, like, spawn is kind of like becoming a lot more... What? Okay. Weird. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That is weird. I don't remember doing that. What? Okay. I must have. Like, that wouldn't be anyone else. It's not a server. So surely 10 diamonds, nice. We've basically replenished the diamonds that I had before making all the diamond tools. So that's not bad. We don't really get many diamonds though from doing this. So it would be different if we had fortune. That's the thing. If we had like efficiency 4, breaking 3, and fortune 3, then we'd be set. Oh. Well, that one's done as well, so I guess I must have done. Not gonna lie. Must have. Is it Betty Buys? No. Okay. I think I know the issue with this. I probably have mentioned it and just completely keep forgetting, to be honest. It's Golden Days that causes the bed to glitch like that. I will be removing it regardless. I think probably next episode I'll remove it. Because it's annoying. But I also don't know what's causing the like demented pigs that we've had, to be honest. We'll actually start using this as well. Because this is all of this is storage for cobble, deep slate, and tough, which we didn't get any of, but that's fine. But yeah, like, I don't know if it's that's causing it as well for that one, but we shall see. I'd love to have this like more lively and like vibrant as well. I'm considering some things after, like, resource pack wise, after re-looking back at oh yeah, I used all. I re-looked back at a Minecraft series called How to Minecraft, which was so good back in the day. It's where are these? Are these in here? Here they are. It was a Minecraft SMP. And it was so good. I actually never popped that in, which is kind of funny. Yeah, it was a Minecraft SMP back in the day, like 2014, 2015 time, and it was so good. I'm not even kidding. We don't need you. So maybe with that in mind, I don't know what I'm on about anymore. To be completely honest with you, this has been quite a chill episode. Actually, I'm quite happy with this. This is much better than what I had recorded. Not gonna lie. Is there anything in here that can... No. I feel like we might already be outgrowing this. Let's... See, we have... Down here, we have all of these as well. So, I guess we can just move this on over. Because when am I ever really going to use Deep Slate? I don't really use Deep Slate in modern, let alone like a legacy, like old school feeling to the world. Which I think the feeling of the world and like the core principles, I suppose, of like the style of it and like the series wouldn't change. It would just be like we can sprint and have enchantments and shit. Like it's not that big of a deal, kind of thing. But it is also nice, like I guess being restricted. I've always liked it. Okay, and then move these out of here. Let's move basalt can stay in there actually, because that's a nether block anyway. So eventually we'll have that taken care of. Maybe we do nether stuff tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry, next episode. That might be something we do. Because I feel like we could do with it. We've not really done anything nether-wise. I mean, we literally only just got a poll, like, in between these episodes, and we're on episode 14. It would have been in episode 14 had it not been for the audio issues. So I think that's probably what we do in the next episode. We have gold currently smelting away, and a beautiful view once again from the base, from the lakeside park. But I'm happy with our haul. We have some positive progress made, and I am getting tired, so I'm going to leave you for today while I rest and enjoy my little vacation. And I'll either see you next week on the world or the week after, but the VR grind will continue. If you haven't seen that series and you love Mario Kart Wii just like me, don't forget to check it out. But yeah, good night.